What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Summit. I'm Antonio Perez, joined as always by Chris Coacher CB, Coacher Boy, two-man weaving it. The Knicks, the New York Knicks, one game away from being NBA champions. They complete the big comeback, biggest comeback in NBA Finals history, down 29. They end up winning that game off of the OG Anunoby putback. We got so much to talk about. This game 4 alone has so many storylines to talk about that we'll get to. Just make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Audio listeners, leave a like, 5-star review, as I've done for pretty much every episode I have in June. Men's Mental Health Awareness Month and Pride Month. Be who you are. Talk to your people. Take care of your mental. As Marshawn Lynch was saying, take care of your mental, take care of your chicken, right? But yes, let's just get right into it, man. I mean, where do we even start, Chris? Where do you think we should start? Do we start with Fox? Do we start with the putback? Do we start with who's maybe Finals MVP? Do we start with Mitch Johnson?
That's where you start.
Where do we even start?
I think you start with the coaches. And before I talk about Mitch Johnson, his blunders, I got to show love to Mike Brown. Mike Brown pulled some strings in that game that you hadn't seen pulled all year. Everybody talked about the Alvarado minutes with Jalen Brunson, which was random, but it worked. But also, I think riding with Josh Hart. Josh Hart had a game where he had 0 points. He was shooting terrible. He could have easily pulled him like Michael Bridges. It wasn't going, go sit down. He let him rock. And I think that was part of pulling strings because some people didn't. And I think it looks good because it worked out. He looks genius, but it could have went bad. It could have. I mean, they were down 29, so it really damn near did go bad. But it ended up working out. So, yeah, shout out to Mike Brown. But I think as much as we can blame the players for the Spurs, I think it's on Mitch Johnson. We were talking about it before we got on air. With Pop, it's not happening. 20-4 run before he called a timeout is kind of asinine. It's asinine. And he used the Kenny Atkinson type quote after the game. I mean, I want to give credit to the Knicks, but we won. We've given away. Yes, you have. But guess what? It's 3-1 now. So all that stuff doesn't matter. So I think before starting with De'Aaron Fox, because I know he's going to get a lot of blame, bro, it was 12 seconds left when he did that layup. They were up 29 before that. I'm never a guy that just, every play doesn't matter. That play mattered a lot. But also, in De'Aaron Fox's defense, how many times has he been chased down by anybody at any point in his life with how fast he is? And I looked at the play again. His motion was pretty much carrying him to the basket. He damn near might have tore something trying to stop. Like, honestly, trying to stop and pull the ball out, which I still think he should have at least tried to. But just in the heat of the moment, I can understand it. But at the end of the day, he probably shouldn't have been in the game. It probably should have been Dylan Harper. And I know these are all shoulda, coulda, wouldas after the fact, but at the end of the day, bro, it's been coaching. You don't let the 24 run go without a timeout. You don't blow 4 double-digit leads after the first quarter. Blowing 1, okay. 4, like, bro, that's insane. And they've done that. And Mitch Johnson's a young coach. Hopefully, he's going to learn from these things. I hope so. But this is the trial by fire for real. Because the only thing you don't know if you're ever going to get back. We were going to project they will because Wemby's only going to get better, things like that. But another thing with Mitch Johnson that's coincided, Wemby's shot selection is horrible. It's horrible. If in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, I think he shot 3 threes. And it was like with 14 to 15 seconds left on the clock each time. Like just like kick out threes over, like contested. You gotta call a timeout, pull him to the side for a minute. Take him out. Throw in coordinate for a second, let him know, like, hey, bro, we can't have these. But, have that conversation with him and then put him back in. Like, he didn't do, like, early nuanced coaches things that I think it should have been done. So I think it's just inexperience of coaching is bleeding into the inexperience of the players as well. And I think we have those two together. You see, and you have the opposite. Mike Brown has a lot of coaching experience as an assistant, as a head coach. The Knicks have been in deep playoff series. This core together has been in deep playoff series together. So it's just the experience versus the inexperience. And I think it's just been rough to watch because it's like, damn, when they were up 29, it got to like 27, like got to like 24, then they made a small run, got back to 27, then it got to 19. I'm like, okay, gotta be a timeout, so no timeout. It was just rough watching the real time. And any other coach, any veteran coach, any coach who's been there maybe more than once would have known to try to stop the bleeding a little bit early. So, and the last thing with Dylan Harper, him not playing enough, that's been a coaching thing. So, again, coaching and players, they work together, but also the coach pretty much dictates the game from the sideline. And I don't think he's been doing a good job of it, especially compared to Mike Brown.
Yeah, I have to like Mike Brown. The last time he was in the finals as a head coach was in 07, where he got extremely outclassed by the Spurs and Greg Popovich. And you could obviously point to the insane gap in rosters. Obviously, there's 3 Hall of Famers over there and arguably the greatest coach of all time versus you, LeBron, Big Z, and friends. But he wasn't ready for that stage at that time, I think is a fair assessment. He's gotten back. Now he's licking his chops looking at a younger coach on the other sideline with the superhuman best player in the world caliber guy and just running circles around him. I think when they were down 29, it's like what Shaq said, we getting fired anyway, Kenny, or Ernie, we getting fired anyway, which obviously Mike Brown's not getting fired. He's like, you know what? We're probably going to lose this game anyway. I'm going to do whatever. My big man is in foul trouble, and Mikal Bridges has been running cardio all day. Like, whatever. It's whatever. I'm going to play whoever I got to. We're going to, play however we have to win this game. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. I do think there is one other coach who wouldn't have called a timeout. Joe Mazzulla.
Nope. Joe would have, when Joe would have called a timeout? When it was 29.
Went from 29 to 27.
Yes, he's calling timeout right there. And he's going to be on the floor before the TV people even realize the timeout. He can already be like in the middle of the floor right by the free throw line. But after that, y'all
he come a long way, though. Joe's come a long way. But, I mean, I agree. It's just I can't believe Miss Johnson has just had the blunders that he's had in in this series. It just seems like obvious stuff that maybe in him it's not obvious, but I guess in the heat of the moment, you kind of just want to. There are times where you let your young guys play it out, but he's done that one too many times. Wemby gets the rebound. He thinks Castle's taking it up court. Castle thinks Wemby's taking it up court. Nobody's taking it up court because I'm calling a timeout the moment that Wemby gets the rebound. In this instance, again, I don't even know why we're in this point, a 1-point lead when we were up 29. I know Fox is going to beat OG to this ball. He's going to beat everybody in the league to this ball. The moment he picks it up, timeout. Because I don't know if Castle's ankle, and maybe you're not thinking of these things in the heat of the moment, but still it's like, all right, is he going to try to test OG at the rim? Because you got to slow down to an extent to get this ball anyway that gives OG a chance to come back. He's already got the better wingspan than Fox. He's already one of the best defenders in the world. Does he have the ankle mobility to be able to Nash dribble out of there and burn a couple seconds? I don't know. I'm with you on that, but I do want to pan to De'Aaron Fox. Again, I feel like this is like my 4th time saying it, but he's supposed to be the guy, the change of pace guy, the make everything okay when the Knicks are going on these runs. It's up to Fox to rally the troops and calm everyone down and get a quick bucket or whatever it may be. Make the right play in any way it has to be done. He just adds to the antics. He adds to the BS 18-foot jump shots on a run. He adds to the bad turnovers. He is now the catalyst to all of these rookie mistakes. And it's like, you know what? At this point, if we're going to be making rookie mistakes anyway, play the rookie who is better than him. So I definitely agree with you on that one. You know what really, really fried me? 20-4 run. Mitch calls a timeout. The first play they run after that timeout ends up being a Fox jumper at like the top of the key. Not a 3-pointer. Kevin Garnett mid-range jump shot. Like, how do we do this? It's a bad coaching moment drawing up a play for a guy who's just having a bad series.
And I think the worst part about it is, bro, this is the part that grinded my gears about it. Castle doesn't get enough opportunities out of timeouts to get downhill when Fox is in the game. He just doesn't get enough opportunity to do it. Like, I'm not saying he's a really good driver, and his mid-range pull-up has gotten so much better from freshman year at UConn to now. It's gotten so much better. I don't know if y'all remember, but he played Bronny in high school when Bronny was at SFG. He mid-range grinding them to death. I think he shot like 12 of them. His mid-range is so good. He doesn't get enough opportunities when Fox is in the game. Because when they play the three guards or they playing just them two, all those plays go to Fox, which maybe he's earned it over time. I get it. Because I get it. I get the thinking of it. I get it. But Castle puts so much pressure on the rim. Kevin Garnett was talking about the other day. That's who the Knicks are worried about most when they have the ball. Not even worried about Deal. Because Deal's going to get his own, but that's about it. Deal's not a playmaker yet. He can, but he's not that yet. Castle's the one, he's the head of the snake. Because when Castle goes downhill, he's able to do the slow step, drop off, slow step, layup, drive, and kick. He makes a lot happen. He makes the defense react. And I think a lot of opportunities that he has to do that gets taken away when he's in the game with Fox. Like, again, I don't even hate the shot. That's De'Aaron Fox's little shot, the little pull-up. Cool. I get it. But that play should have been for Stephon Castle to get into the paint, hopefully draw a foul, settle you again, get you to the free throw line, stop the game. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or to Dylan to get down here. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just frustrating because out of all, like, I've seen teams have less options and do better with it. He has so many options and is doing damn near nothing with it. And it's frustrating because some teams hasn't had this luxury. Like, the Cavs didn't have a third guy for real to go to. And they can throw it to Evan Mobley, but for what? It was Harden or Mitchell, and they had to live with that decision. You got 4 guys you can damn near do it. Give the ball to in certain moments. And it seems like he picks the wrong person every time. It's just unfortunate. Like, but I will say, if Cat wouldn't have tipped that ball, that was definitely game-winning alley-oop to Stephon Castle. That was a good play. The Wemby as the decoy at the end of the game, that little backdoor play, that was really good. Unless Cat wouldn't have tipped it, that's game winner. We're not even talking about any of this shit. That was a game winner. So I don't know. It's just frustrating because I like Mitch Johnson as a coach. He reminds me of, I wouldn't say Missoula, but as a young coach who I feel will take this serious, the failure is not saying that they lost already, but just the failures of it. I think he'll come back better. And I'm a fan of him as a coach. I think he's really good. He's a solid college basketball player too. So I don't know, but it's frustrating to see it happen in real time because we're watching on TV. It's easy for us to say, oh, we should have done this, should have done that. But you would think coming from the Pop coaching tree, having Pop in the film room with you, these things would be corrected after game 1 or 2, and it just hasn't been. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree. And something about the last inbound play, gorgeous design. Gorgeous design. You're right. If it doesn't get tipped,
Beautiful.
We're talking about how Stephon Castle hit one of the most important NBA final shots of all time. Avoid going down 3-1. They tied up 2-2. All the momentum going into Game 5. I have a hot take on who should have been inbounding the pass. Now, you can't have Wemby inbounding the pass. He needs to be the decoy.
Let's say a name on 3. I got an idea too.
1, 2, 3. Luke Cornett.
I was about to say Luke Cornett too.
I was thinking Harrison Barnes. As well. But the reason why I said Luke is just because he's just taller and he's a very underrated passer. But I think Harrison Barnes probably is the overall best option. A little bit of height, experience in the moment. All you got to do is throw it at the rim. So,
and then you have Cornett in the game, though. This is what I would have done. I would have had Cornett and Wemby, them together in a stack. And then you bring Cornett out, and you have Cornett as like the ghost screener for Wemby. You think Wemby's going to do the alley-oop. Wemby does the back screen for Castle. Harrison Barnes throws it. Because it's mayhem. You have no idea. I just drew up really nice out of bounds. Hey, guard me.
And what really makes me mad is because Harper didn't get the play down the stretch. And then you put him into inbound over 7-foot Karl Anthony Towns.
I've never seen it.
Why would like that? You know what's about to go down, right? Like I can't.
And he's not even that good of a he can pass. He's not a passer. Why the what?
Yeah, no. Like if anything, if I knew the play was going to be executed to that level of extent, like it was going to be so perfect, swap.
Yes.
But Castle inbound the ball. Yes. Anybody can make that layup.
And Harper's athletic too.
He is.
Oh my God.
All day, anybody could have made that layup if it was going to be executed to that extent. So, it's just so frustrating. Everything that could have went bad went bad, and it sucks because in the first half, everything that went good went good. They were lights out from 3. Everyone's hitting their shots. Like,
I think that hurts.
Wemby wasn't settling for these bogus threes. Oh my god, he made 2 of them for sure, or he made at least 1 of them, but he wasn't settling that much. Cat's in foul trouble. It's like, oh yeah, this is all day. This is all day. They have a double-digit lead in the first quarter. Cat's already in foul trouble. Like you could chalk this up, and we're back to San Antonio 2-2. Instead, the Knicks have a chance to raise the banner.
That boy Ariel Hawk-Porty was getting minutes. I just knew the Spurs about to win. He was
like how do you? It's so crazy. But of course, all the credit in the world to the Knicks. Now let's have an uncomfortable conversation. So, Danny brought up the possibility of Jalen Brunson or of OG Anunoby winning Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
We were both kind of like, it's a nice little pipe dream, but Brunson has kind of put together the games necessary for the counting stats. His 3 30-point games. Look, the field goal percentage isn't great, right? Bless you. Yeah, like the field goal percentage isn't great, but he's averaging 30 this series. Whereas OG has
50,
17
90.
points, 17 points, 28 and 33, while also being the best defender.
And look at his shooting splits. It looks crazy.
Oh, yeah, he's like 50, 50, 90 or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. And I think he's actually, 24 now? Like, after, like overall, like 24, 25?
Yeah, he's averaging like 24, 4 and 3 on like the best efficiency for a 20+ point per game score in the finals ever.
Yeah.
So he's making history from an efficiency standpoint, whereas Jalen Brunson is he's beating Jalen Brunson and a couple more shots aren't falling down. So
Allen Iverson.
I think this, because people like to hate on Steph Curry, right? So in 2022, like, Curry didn't have a bad game in those finals, but Wiggins had a good game, and then people were kind of like, we should give him the finals MVP. It's like, bro, y'all are literally trolling because it's Steph Curry, because he doesn't have one yet, and you know that. This feels like that, but OG has a way better case.
That's an actual case
than Andrew Wiggins. He's an actual case. Historic efficiency. Has made the big plays.
And he has moments. Yeah, he has moments.
Greatest shot clock cheese of all time.
But he makes those threes contested at the end of the shot clock like no other. That one-handed three.
It's ridiculous.
He shoots with one hand. That shit goes in every shot clock, bro. He's had moments. I think that's one thing I've been looking at. He's had moments. But I think also, too, you got to look at the optics of it. Jalen Brunson is the reason why this team was put together. Took that pay cut. Made it possible. Told him, exactly. Hey, go get my friends, man. So he has to and again, to your point, I think the biggest part, he has the counting stats. Field goal percentage nobody cares about in the finals. Nobody cares about in the playoffs, honestly. So he's going to get a pass for that. It just makes the King of New York story that good. It's and you know what it does? It makes him King of New York like Batman, and it makes OG Anunoby Alfred. Because that Batman wouldn't be able to be who he is without Alfred this series. He wouldn't have been. So I think it's going to suck because I think OG damn near he might deserve it. He might. But Brunson also, even if he's shooting 12 for 30, he made the big baskets. Like that game they came back where he scored like 11 straight, 9 straight moments. Moments as the best player in the bro. It's like he damn near got to get it. Got to.
Yeah, Brunson. I got to know how does an undersized, chubby, fat man just not get tired? He does not get tired.
He used to be skinny, bro.
Late in the game, he draws a charge while still having to backpack the offense.
One of the best at it.
And you know what? And you know what's been probably the best thing about Brunson this series? He ain't really been foul baiting like that. And that's what makes it so much easier to root for him when he's not doing the theatrics and whatever. And not that I'm one to overly complain about that unless they're going against my team, then I get annoyed. But overall, like, I don't really care about it with Shea. I don't care about it with Brunson.
I care about it with Embiid.
I'm a little bit more mad about it with Embiid because of how beautiful his game is.
Yeah.
Like when he probably the most aesthetically pleasing player I've ever seen when he's just not on that dumb shit. But overall, like, I'm not really one to complain about it. But Brunson, man, he'll do it. Like, he won't settle for a 3 if he's tired. Like, he's going to take it all the way to the rim if he sees that Wemby is out. Oh, it's just awesome. And with OG, we're doing a disservice at this point. I feel like, of course, in the thick of things in the regular season, like, he is a quote role player, right? But boy, would I love to see him in a situation where he's like the second option, because I know he's bringing 20 plus points per game to the table, and he's probably the best wing defender in the world. So it's like, man, I don't like everybody's Kawhi, right? Everybody like there was a point in time where like Patrick Williams got drafted because he was stiff, because he couldn't move, because he wasn't nimble like Kawhi. That's why Patrick Williams got drafted fourth. That's how bad everybody just wanted Kawhi Leonard.
You know the crazy part about Kawhi? He is very stiff, but he's fluid. And I think that's one thing he doesn't get the credit for. Because I think when you think stiff, you think he's not, that people aren't fluid or they have no like motion in the game. Kawhi is very fluid and he's stiff, but he's meticulous. So meticulous and fluidity, that kind of pushes the stiffness out the way. Because once he gets to where his spot is, he has 1,000 things he can do right there. He has so much better of a handle now, and I think that's what's helped OG. OG's got his handle to a above average level for a swing, and now he's able to really attack off the dribble. Because before they just use just 3 and D for the most part. Now he can get to he can do a 4 to 5 dribble package at the end of the shot clock and get somewhere. I think that's what's grown OG's game. I wasn't a big fan of OG's games. I hated the Kawhi comparisons, and I thought he was too just 3 or D and dunk. Like that was it. But now he's expanded his floor game to where he can be a 2 on the championship team. He's the 2 this series. In reality, like all things together, he's the second player. So
yeah, like all day. So like we there's a thumbnail that like someone made like a while back. Please forgive me for not remembering their name, but it was basically every player that's compared to Kawhi Leonard. And it's like, is everybody Kawhi? And it's like OG's on there, Patrick Williams, Jaylen Brown, Mikal Bridges, basically any 6'8" lengthy 3 and D wing that you can think of. OG is like if you took the PS2 memory card out of Kawhi's head and just placed it in one of those guys. The jumper is there. Honestly, the handle is Kawhi is one of the best handles for like a 6'8" guy and above ever.
Yes, great.
So
wing.
Not to say OG has that, but OG's kind of got like the baby Kawhi handle right now.
OG is Rui and Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart put into one body with a brain though. You can't have Rui's brain because Rui's brain doesn't work. But you have those.
He has 2 memory chip.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because bro, OG's not fluid, but he's aggressive, and I think that's what counteracts the fluidity. Because like he'll do his moves and you'll still be right there. But he's so damn strong, he'll get into the person's body, shoulder. And he's dunking too. Like I don't know. I'll become more of an OG Anunoby fan than I ever was just watching him because I never really I didn't respect his game enough to really watch him up close for real. But he has a lot of game in him, and he's tough, bro. Like I think tough players in basketball is kind of like football. Like if you got toughness, you'll be able to do something. You may not be able to be the best player, but you'll be able to do something. He's tough, bro. He's tough mentally and physically. I think that's been rubbing off, bro, on the rest of the team. Him and Brunson, their physical and mental toughness have been rubbing it off. Because Cat hasn't even been crying like that. People been mental tough, like as far as Josh Hart getting set because he was playing ass. He wasn't mad about it. Mikal Bridges getting set because he's playing ass, wasn't mad about it. He came back and made plays in that one game. He actually played well. I don't know. I think my friend Jalen was saying it. Y'all met him too at the thing. The Knicks was just team of destiny, it seems like. It just seems like it's just their time right now because everything's falling their way. That's what it just seems like currently. Everything's falling their way, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the fearlessness of the Knicks. You're right. It's contagious. Jose Alvarado got the balls to check into a game and shoot a 15-foot fadeaway over Wemby. Cash. And his cash it seems to have just spread. And even to somebody who isn't playing as well, I don't even know if Deuce McBride I think he's made one shot this whole series. I feel like it was that bank corner 3, which we all know that don't deserve to go in.
That was crazy.
That's not ethical. And he's still fearless. He gets the ball and he's still chucking up the shot, regardless of the outcome. That's the type of fearlessness that is just starts at the top with Brunson, OG, Cat, and it's just that's another sign of coaching that we let the show off with Mike Brown.
Yep.
You had that little moment where Mitch Johnson was like coaching up Carter Bryant and then sent him back out there. I personally find it more impressive when you're able to coach a bunch of guys who have been in this league for 7, 8+ years, and your word means something to them. Because there's so many vet players who it's like, yeah, I've heard it before, whatever. And especially coming from Mike Brown, a guy who's been around the league, like just to command that level of respect is incredible. I mean, it's they really team of destiny. They're really a team of destiny.
They got it right now.
I was a year late on their team of destiny. Well, I picked them to make the finals, but I can't take credit because I picked them to lose. But
I mean, the finals appearance, so that's kind of right.
This finals appearance, team of destiny worthy, but team of destiny has to win. I don't know, but anything else we're missing on this aspect of the series?
Shout out Jose Alvarado, Dylan Harper, and Julian Champagnie, New York kids who are all hooping at the crib. Like they're all playing well or have had moments in the series. So shout out to them. I think, and you talk about Alvarado's turnaround, bro. That was the second best shot he made. That spin cycle shit he did in the middle of the lane into the layup to round 5 or 3.
Who was guarding him? Was Fox guarding him?
I don't know, bro, but that was
whoever was guarding him. I said literally out loud in that moment, "How the hell you fall for that?"
Bro, because that was so. Jose Alvarado, y'all know I'm a college basketball buff. He went back to Georgia Tech with that move. If you watch any Alvarado in Georgia Tech, bro, he was a scorer. He was defensive player of the year in the ACC. He was. But he was a scorer, bro. That was him being back in Georgia Tech gym in a conference game, and it's an 8-point game. I go, give me a bucket. That's exactly who that was, and that's why I tell people all the time, bro. Austin Rivers made a video about that today. The 8th man the 8th or 9th man on the NBA roster can easily be the best player on any team overseas and can easily go to any other gym and be the best guy. And that was just a small sample of that. He played 15 minutes and went 3 for 3, I think, made 2 threes. No, 4 for 4. 2 threes and that turnaround and then the layup and played good defense. And he's only in game for 15 minutes. He can, like, bro, that was just the telltale sign. Like, bro, these players are really, really good. That was a crunch time moment. He misses that turnaround. He missed that layup. They go down and score. This game's totally different. So, like you said, just to have the confidence to do that is a big deal. Landry Shamet coming in, shooting these fading threes. Like, bro, that's always been Landry Shamet. But still, bro, he's been shooting. And it makes you have to guard it. It makes you have to guard it. Because you know how many times Wemby has challenged a fading shot like that, and now he's out the paint, and now you have Cat and Mitch Robinson there getting the rebound. You know, it's just little nuances of the game people don't understand. Like, Shamet may be 1 for 5 from 3, but they got 3 offensive rebounds off that and 2 putbacks. That's 4 points. You know what I mean? So it's just, I think it's just little things have been adding up in this series. It's been dope to see that these games have had to been won on the margins because they've been so close at points. I mean, yeah, they've been blown out of point, but that game was won off that OG block, the OG tip in, like all little plays. So
yeah, cool. Exactly. What was it? When you were saying, like, you know, you take the 8th, 9th guy on the bench and, you know, put him in any other gym, yeah, they're hooping. And that could not be like any closer to the truth, because Jose Alvarado took Puerto Rico to the Olympics.
Yes.
Where his next closest NBA talent guy was Celtics legend and LSU legend Tremont Waters. A bucket in every sense of the word. But
they're both 5'5".
The 2 best players on the team, I think Jose's listed at like 6'1".
And that's a lot. It's a lot.
Stop. Tremont Waters is 5'7". Jose Alvarado is 5'10" on his best day.
Dog.
So the fact that he, at his size, was able to get through the qualifiers and bring Puerto Rico to the Olympics for the first time in like 20 years when they did do it.
He's a dog.
These dudes are different.
He's a dog.
These dudes are different.
He's a dog. The dog.
It's like, when NBA role players get to represent their country in the Olympics, they turn to a different beast. They're like that.
Dennis Schroeder is one of the best basketball players in Olympic history, and he's a really good NBA player too. That's why, like, people laugh like he's been on so many teams, bro. It's a joke to that, and it's value to that. That many teams have wanted you on their team for a playoff run, for one season where they thought they had a chance. Like, that proves that you're a good basketball player. Jose Alvarado started in the NBA. He hasn't left yet. Hasn't went back to the G League once. He's got up on the Pelicans, and he showed, like, I'm a NBA player, and that's what it was, bro. And I think the most beautiful part about it to me, because to your point about Tremont Waters, I made a point about when I was watching it with Freddie. I was like, this ain't the first time he's played with a small guard. It's not. I was thinking about the Tremont Waters backcourt. I was thinking about that. So he knew what to do already, and he can guard bigger guards because he's a dog. And I don't know, bro. It's just you root for guys like that because you could tell he legitimately wants to win for the city that he's born in, like born and raised in. He wants to do it, and he's doing everything in his power to do so. So, bro, it's just been dope to see, bro. I don't know. I'm a fan of a lot of what I'm seeing. It's just unfortunate, got to be the Spurs. I wish the Thunder would have won. So then either way, I win. Shea wins the championship, or they lose, and then Dynasty breaks up.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think the Thunder would have made the mistakes that the Spurs.
Oh no,
are
the
making.
Thunder are winning for it's 3-1 right now. Thunder,
Yeah,
and they're trying to close it out. I think personally,
because it's just different matchups and I don't know. Would they be able to beat them without Dub? Because Dub seems like the ultimate equalizer to OG. Yeah. So it would have been a fun series. This has been a hell of a series. Not to say this hasn't been fun.
Hardenstein revenge series, by the way. Thoughts?
True. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
Chet and Hardenstein versus Mitch, Rob, and Cat. That actually would have been fun basketball because Hardenstein is a bruiser. Put him on Cat, make Cat get mad. Chet fuck around, have OG Anunoby type series and have to win Finals MVP because he'd probably be the one with the advantage. For real. They probably be
well, he just got to get through Wemby every year, and then you get your good old Chet again. So
for real. That sucks, though. He has to get through Wemby because that's difficult, man. Because when Wemby's on his game, bro, when he's on his game, I think, like I said, it's shot selection for him. It's just shot selection. He's 22. He has to get to the point where he understands and has proven to himself that nobody can stop him from getting to where he wants to go. Yes, we know you can score from all these different places. That's what makes you great, and that's beautiful. But where do you want to go? Where are you comfortable? And I can't say that I know what Wemby's comfortable at. We can say the mid post, but a lot of times he just settles because he's taller, he can shoot it. It's cool with that. But at the same time, where are you comfortable? Like with LeBron, initially, it was just make LeBron shoot because he didn't have a comfortable space on the floor. LeBron James, after year 10, that left or right lower mid post, that was his spots. Once Wemby finds his areas he likes to be, Jason Tatum, for a long time, you're a Jason Tatum fan. For a long time, it was dribble, sidestep three because he didn't know where he wanted to go. That's always one thing I respect about Jaylen Brown. He always knew his spots. He couldn't, maybe he was missing it from the spot, but he knew where he wanted to get. Like he got there. Jason Tatum now gets there. And I think that's the next thing for Wemby. Him finding out where he wants to be. Because yeah, it's cool you can score from wherever, but that's what made Rasheed Wallace great. Rasheed Wallace can shoot threes, but when I get to this mid post, this turnaround jumper is butter. Same with Tim Duncan. So I'm excited for Wemby to take these bruises and then learn his spots. Because once he learns his spots, it's over. Because you can't block the shit. And then once he adds that Dirk fade, those are two things I want him to add. Getting to his spots and the one-legged fade. That will make him – that'll extend him. He'll achieve after that.
Yeah, there is obviously a couple things. Like, we talk about who is the best all-around basketball player in the league. That doesn't necessarily mean you are the best, but best all-around basketball player in the league. I don't think it's a far stretch in the imagination for a lot of people to say Jason Tatum because he can defend, he scores all three levels, play make. His floor is not as low as some other people's floor, and his ceiling's not as high as other people's ceilings, but you're going to get a pretty consistent night from him, all things considered. But the one downside to him is shot selection. That's kind of where Wemby's at right now.
Yeah.
But the thing is because his handle isn't all the way there yet, and he's not the best playmaker, whereas his shot selection can get him entirely out of games. Whereas Jason Tatum, even though he does have some boneheaded shot selection at times, the playmaking is going to keep him in the game. His defense is going to keep him in the game. He can do everything else to just impact the game. And Wemby's going to get there. But I'm not giving up on this series. It's not over till the fat lady sings. So we got Game 5 in San Antonio. I need the Spurs to at least win this one.
Can I show some love to Jason Tatum real quick?
Hey,
I will say.
That's what we're here for.
Y'all know I'm JTFC too. JT, the only reason I gave JT a pass for having shitty shot selection at times is because he shares the court, and it's not a diss of Jaylen Brown. He shares the court with a guy who likes those same spots. So sometimes JT was trying to get there, Jaylen Brown, damn, they're already there. Or he's cutting there, or he's trying to space to get to that area of the floor. So I think that was a little bit piece of it too. Wemby doesn't have that right now. if Luke Cornett's in there, you just sub Luke Cornett out because maybe he's been drinking and he knows he shouldn't be there. Like, it's simple. You get somebody, get him out the way. For JT, it was like, I'm Jaylen Brown. I'm 6'7". I want to do what you do too. And it's not bad. He's good at it. But it's like, well, if you do that, where do I go? Fucking, I'm gonna shoot these 30-footers a game and bail my people out. That's the only thing I have about JT. Like, bro, what are you doing? But I look is like Jaylen Brown right there with his hands like this. Like, throw it to me. I'm like, well, what's what
Jaylen Brown don't move off ball for anybody except Marcus Smart. He did a backdoor cut this year. I think it was between him and Derek White. I was like, wow, I literally feel like I've not seen that in 4 years. It's crazy. But rumors have been heating up. Bill Simmons, Kevin O'Connor, they both talked about how the Celtics have everyone's on the table besides Jason Tatum in a trade for Giannis. So,
damn,
and they're a weird little corner subsection of Celtics Twitter where they're like, well, if JT wants to win MVP one day or he wants to win Finals MVP, how's he going to do that with Giannis on the team? Because Giannis ain't dumb. Giannis ain't dumb. Giannis is the kind of player. So look, Tatum and Brown work because they both can shoot and they can both.
The league is wing heavy too. The league is wing heavy, so it works.
Exactly. They can both score. They can both defend. They can both shoot. That's why they can coexist with each other.
Yes.
But you kind of need a bit of a different team around them to win a championship.
Yes.
Whereas Jason Tatum doesn't have to sacrifice stats if he's playing with someone like Giannis. They play two entirely different games. And the things that they both need, it's like the thing with, funny enough, with Luka and Austin Reeves. They're both going to need the same thing. They just need a lob threat center and they need shooters. Jason Tatum and Giannis want the same thing. They just want shooters. Shit, they don't even got to be good defenders. Those two defend. Giannis and Tatum defend. They're two of the best help defenders in the entire NBA. So, I guess as long as Derek White isn't in the trade, you got one of the most perfectly drawn up big threes in the league right there.
But the funny part they damn near could do it without Jaylen Brown. Funny enough. Hey, man, we'll send Derek, but it would gut the team. Because White and Pritchard would have to go, and that would be rough. But depending on
that's where it might be too many chefs in the kitchen.
Right. And I think it may be interesting to see where this is my thing. It's interesting to see what the Bucks are valuing moving forward. Like, what do they want if in a Giannis trade? Do they want young players and draft capital? Do they want proven guys? Like, what do they want? I think that'll make me interested in see what the packages are, because I think I forgot who I was watching yesterday who said that he can offer a good package. I mean, Khalil Ware and Tyler Hero, that is a great start, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of both of those two players. They have 3 firsts they can trade. That's a good start. And then they have Jovic and Hockey. Like, they have other pieces they can throw in, and that's a good start. But I think it just depends on who gets involved. If the Celtics get involved, you offer Jaylen Brown, that trumps all that shit. Jaylen Brown is making a lot of money, but it still trumps it. If the Rockets get involved and they say, hey, you can get your pick of Şengün, Reed, and Jabari, you get 2 of those 3. Like, that trumps a lot. If the Magic say, hey, man, you can have Paolo to start over, that damn near may trump Jaylen Brown just because he's younger and making less. Like, you just don't know. I wonder what they value. That's what I'm very interested in, to see what they value.
Yeah, I think what may be best case scenario for Boston is Atlanta gets in on this deal. You could flip JB to Atlanta because Atlanta probably has better young talent than you. And if that's the way that if the Bucks are going to value young talent, then they might go with the Heat's Khalil Ware, Hero, and the draft picks. But if you get Atlanta involved, okay, we can throw in. Who do they move?
Who do they come? Because I know Jalen Johnson stays. Like, what is it moving? But if you get Jaylen Brown, I need Jalen Johnson there because that's my team.
So here's how it go, right? So all right, we'll send you the former first overall pick. We're not going to say his name because former first overall pick sounds better.
Does it rhyme with Creasha?
Maybe.
And looks actually my shark on the phone, and it may go through the phone line. It may.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's just better if the Celtics kind of just straight up go like, look, we'll give you Jaylen Brown in every pick we got. Because I think if we do the deal and it's Brown, Giannis, and Tatum, there's no doubt in my mind they can win the East that way.
Oh, they're gonna.
But
they're gonna kick ass.
like,
Think about it.
like Jaylen Brown already doesn't like being a second option. What's he gonna do when he's a third option?
Malik Beasley, welcome back to the NBA because you get to come play Missoula ball with those three guys. Everybody who ever wants to shoot 5+ threes a game, they're going to be a Celtics because if you have that three, one thing you will get is open looks. And one thing about Giannis and Tatum and Brown will find open guys. He can find them. Just will he pass it? That's the only thing. Will he pass? He sees them.
Yeah.
Giannis and Tatum will find you. So if you want to be a guy that shoots 5 threes a game and then make your money the year after being on a 1-year deal, you're a Celtic. Because where else you going to get that type of quality of shots if they're able to somehow keep those three guys together? And then during the regular season, everybody gets to eat because look, every 5th game, we're only going to play 2 or 3 of you. Y'all both still meet your 65 game requirement for your All NBA. We'll keep you fresh for the playoffs, and you get to get your counter stats. Everybody wins. I don't know, and I think Missoula will be the perfect guy to massage the minutes like that because he knows. He knows. I know you. I know y'all want to keep getting paid, but I'm not crazy. That would be ideal. I don't see them doing it without taking Jaylen Brown back. It's just that good of an asset. But if they were able to do something like that. And that's why I was watching Hoop Collective, and they were saying they want to see who gets involved. Because like, if the Thunder get involved and they say, "All right, man, Chet, you're going to play the 5, but J-Dub, you've been a little too injured. You got to get up out here." J-Dub damn near trumps everybody in a sense because you can
younger Jaylen Brown.
Yes,
pretty much.
And plus they have more picks, and they have the Dortz, Isaiah Jones, Aaron Wiggins. Like they have other pieces that you can throw in there. Like I think the Thunder can make one of those Godfather packages where it's like, either everybody has to step their package up or it's just going to be a Thunder if they chose to get involved. But Tim McMahon said that he was like, nah, he don't see the Thunder doing something like that, which I mean, as NBA
I think Sam Presti's a coward.
Really?
I think so. When's he ever pressed that red button ever in his career? He got Paul George, but it took Oladipo and Sabonis. They weren't the players they were when they were traded for Paul George. I think he's a coward.
I think they have to lose twice. If they go back next year and don't make the finals or lose in the finals, then I think he presses.
Oh yeah, boy. He better go get Jokic.
No, but I think he's gonna bug out. Like if they lose, that would be bad for the league because if they lose the next one or like lose in the second round or some shit like that, Anthony Edwards fucking around be a Thunder, like something crazy like that.
Yeah, that's where. So Presti and Stevens are obviously the best two in the game right now, but that's what puts Stevens ahead for me. Stevens isn't a coward. He traded a dude that his first year in the NBA coaching, or maybe like his second year in the NBA coach. He coached Marcus Smart. He's been with Marcus Smart for over a decade. Got him out of here. Rob Williams could go anywhere in Boston, eat for free. Got him out of here. Got to do what you got to do.
Luke Cornett, thanks for your year.
I don't think he's afraid to trade Jaylen Brown.
Oh, he's not.
I don't think so. And Jaylen Brown going to tweet out, "The neighbor's rice always smell better."
Oh yeah, what does that even mean, bro?
The Greek food do smell better, man.
Like, brother, what are you talking about? I read that like, damn, bro, is he like in China?
Because he knows he about to get traded. And he need to stop acting like he don't want to be traded.
He do low key
because he wants to be a number one option. He's made that very clear. Like it's kind of obvious that he really enjoyed his time as number one option. That's not gonna happen here. Because you're not better than Jason Tatum.
Go to Brooklyn then and lose 60
Go to
games.
Brooklyn. Oh, bro. Go to Brooklyn.
Go play hero ball.
Lakers not gonna give him that contract. They gonna pair you up with Austin Reeves over there, Michael Porter Jr. all day.
Good luck going 24 and 58. Like what the fuck? Like,
hey, but it's gonna be fun hoops.
Oh, it'd be. Then I just thought about it.
And they're gonna fall in that weird range where they're not relegated in the 3-2-1 draft, but they're not good enough. Oh, all day.
Welcome to the 8th pick. And then on top of that, Michael Porter Jr. and Nick Claxton, 4 first-round picks for Jaylen Brown. Y'all flip that into a player who's good. Y'all get better. Now Jaylen Brown and Austin Reeves both average 28 plus a game, win 24 games.
See, what if we just recreated that 2016 all-star EYBL team or whatever it was, where they was all on the beach, where it was like Trae Young, Michael Porter, Jason Tatum, Wendell Carter's in that pick, Jonathan Isaac.
That team was nonsense. That team was pure nonsense. That is nonsense. Michael Porter, Jason Tatum at the 3 and the 4 in high school.
Them boys were so nice.
They're both 6'10". What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. And Porter's 6'10", and he jumped on the 3.
You guard him today. Oh wait.
This is why we need sports science back. Who is the higher release point? Who is physically harder to block, MPJ or Wemby?
Yes.
because he's 6'10", and it gets up here, and he's putting everything he's got in the springs.
Wemby fake catapult, like his kind of over his head, and he hella tall. It's probably still Wemby low key, but
It's still Wemby, but I think if anybody has a shot to match that, like,
because I want to know in the end speed who's faster, Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, or De'Aaron Fox. I need that on my TV screen, breaking it down to me like I'm 4 years old yesterday. I need that. I need that right now. I need that.
I gotta go John Wall.
I'm going Derrick Rose.
John Wall, bro.
I'm going Derrick
Go
Rose.
John Wall.
I gotta go Derrick Rose. Only reason I gotta go Derrick Rose, bro. Now this is different. This is high school.
Well, I'm throwing one more name in the hat with them.
A fast guy.
2008, 2009, LeBron James.
I think LeBron's faster than everybody I've ever seen, besides maybe Derrick Rose. I think Derrick Rose is the fastest person.
It was glazy. Richard Jefferson. He said, "I saw a black blur." I'm like, okay, bro.
Nah, bro. Look back at the play. That boy Brown was running like his hands was like short. I'm like, oh, he about to jump over the rim. He about to jump over the rim. Oh my God.
He would have jumped wherever that ball was gonna go. If Iggy wanted to put it high off the glass, that's where we're going.
I think the funniest part about that play is, like, he would have blocked it regardless. If the dude would have fucking reversed, he was going to block the reverse too.
Yeah, he was on.
He jumped
on patrol.
Who jumps with both hands like that? Like, okay, you jump both hands, you jump to the same side of the backboard. This maniac jumped with both hands on both sides of the backboard, and he has the nerve to be ambidextrous. So he still has great control over the left hand to be able to block it. Like, that's nonsense. That's pure nonsense.
Well, now it's overrated. OG has the best chase down block ever. So, but that's everything we got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Audio listeners, leave a like, 5-star review. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next week.